Damn news. Hello? Is everything okay? Stalin is dead? Give me a second, please, sir. Do you mean the same Joseph Stalin, who is the communist dictator of the Soviet Union, the USSR, the Soviet Union, the man who transformed the Soviet Union into an industrial power and military superpower as soon as he became leader after Lenin's death? That same guy? That guy? That same guy. The same man who collectivized farming and had potential enemies executed or sent to forced labor camps, the backstabbing Stalin that signed the non-aggression pact with Nazi Germany in 1939 and caused for Poland to be invaded while also causing for his own country to be invaded. That's Stalin. The Stalin that's daughter's name is Svetlana. Who names their kid Svetlana? And has been the nation's premier since 1941? Joseph Stalin, the Marxist and Leninist, whose own policies have been known as Stalinism, and the same Joseph Stalin who aligned with us, the United States and Britain in World War II, but afterward created the extreme tension that we're experiencing now. I have to tell the President Eisenhower.
Thank you for coming today.
It's my pleasure, Mr. President.
So tell me, how has it been? How has it been being the first appointed man as National Security Advisor to the President of the United States, Mr. Cutler?
It has been a great experience, Mr. President, but a difficult one at that. Many decisions and many ideas are passed around. It is all very new. United States is our number one priority, and at times it is difficult as to how many outcomes can come from one simple idea. As we both know, lots of tension keeps increasing with the Soviet Union.
Yes, it has been. Stalin has been breathing down our necks ever since the Second World War ended. Man, I just wish that man would...
As much as that would be relieving, Stalin's death would also bring up a lot of stress for both of us. We would have to consider every possible ruler that would succeed him, since as of now, he has not named a successor.
See, this is why I hired you. You're so incredibly smart, Robert Cutler, my presidential advisor.
Oh, kiss me, you old man.
Mr. President! Mr. President! Well, am I interrupting something?
Oh, no. Come on in, CIA agent.
Well, Mr. President, I just wanted to inform you that Joseph Stalin is dead.
What?
Uncle Joe is dead?
Affirmative, Mr. President and Cutler.
Oh, Lord. What do we do now? But thank you for the news, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave and leave my advisor and me to discuss this problem.
Why would I do that? I just came to give you the biggest news of 1953, and you're gonna tell me to leave? Is it because I'm a woman? That's unacceptable, Mr. President.
He has an advisor for a reason.
It's fine, Bob. Just let her stay. She deserves it.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Fine. So, first off, let's not panic, okay? Stalin was becoming a huge communist enemy of the United States, and now that he's gone, we have one less ruler to worry about. But, like I said, we have a lot to consider. A lot.
Stalin's possible successors are Khrushchev, Bulganin, Beria, Molotov, and Malenkov.
I have no idea who those men are.
Well, that's why we're here. We'll give you some background to each of them, and then we can discuss how we should go about it if they were to go into power. Nikita Khrushchev, born April 15, 1894, is a big supporter for Stalin's policies, especially showing large support for the Great Purge that started in 1934. In World War II, he accompanied the Soviet troops that took over the eastern part of Poland in 1939 and was appointed a political commissar when the Germans began invading the Soviet Union. German troops even encircled around the army Khrushchev was commanding with. We can consider this to have caused some conflict between Khrushchev and Stalin, since his life and military was put in severe danger due to Stalin. So it's possible his opinions are not just a complete copy of Stalin's.
Beria, born March 29, 1899, became head of the secret police for the Soviet Union and has been known to have supervised the 1930 purges. He became a deputy prime minister of the USSR and during World War II was a member of the State Defense Committee. He has proven to be a strong follower of Stalin and has proven time and time of his ruthless behavior.
Third is Molotov, born February 29, 1890. He is a statesman and diplomat who is foreign minister and the major spokesperson at the Soviet Union at Allied conferences during and immediately after World War II. He is a huge supporter of Joseph Stalin and moved up the party ranks because of that. He at the moment is the foreign minister of Union of the Soviet Socialist Republics. He seems like a huge Stalin supporter, which might align some of their ideas.
Next is Malenkov. Pay attention to him because he's the most likely to be the next Soviet Union leader. Born January 8, 1902, Malenkov had early personal connections with Lenin, which gave him a political edge in gaining power, including being responsible for overseeing the party's records by age 23, and was given responsibility for the Soviet Union's missile program in World War II. Recently, Malenkov has been executing Stalin's political opposition, which is why he is most likely to be chosen next to be in power.
Nikolai Bulganin, born May 30th of 1895, is Minister of the Armed Forces and Marshal of the Soviet Union. He has been an ally and trusted advisor to Joseph Stalin. He has proven to be a loyal Stalinist who was a member of the State Defense Committee. He has served as Stalin's principal agent in the High Command of the Red Army. He is Minister of the Armed Forces and Marshal of the Soviet Union. He has been Deputy Prime Minister of the Soviet Union for several consecutive years.
Many of the possible leaders have been a part of the Stalin era for a long time and were his trustworthy supporters, but they have also shown signs of deviation from Stalin's policies, or at least some kind of discontent. Maybe we could find some way to inspire them to view the U.S. and our policies different and end this crazy tension.
That might work, but there's a chance that they could just completely ignore us.
Oh man, I just got here a couple months ago. I should have never taken this job.
Mr. President, do not stress too much. Don't think of it as a complicated task. Think of it as a chance for peace.
Or a chance for war.
Stop. It's your decision on how to address the situation.
But this is so hard.
I know. Just take the night to think it over.
Okay. What am I going to do? One way or another, I have to address the people about these increasing tensions we are experiencing, regardless of Stalin's death. Even though I speak highly of military usage, I cannot continue that now. I need to promote something else. What did Bobby call it? A chance for peace? This kind of war with the Soviet Union is getting far too out of hand. If Korea does not prove that, or the arms race, then the death of Uncle Joe really does. Neither of our countries are really living anymore. We are constantly scared of another world war. It is as if humanity is is hanging from a cross of iron. Yeah, a cross of iron. I should write that down.
You want to deliver a speech called A Chance for Peace?
I think we should try to show the new leader of the Soviet Union that we do not want to continue what Stalin has led on.
All right. I approve, sir. Good luck.
Second World War ended. Man, I just meant that man would die.
One. Go.
Move up a little bit.
I have to sit like I was sitting. So boys.
Boys.
Possible.
No, okay.
Stalin's possible successors are Khrushchev,
Who else? Who else is there?
Stalin's possible successors are Khrushchev. That was one.
Dude, I can cut it up. Or Luz can cut it up.
Complicated task. That's
You
it.
got like 3 words you can
Me?
Okay.
Stop.
Just cut the part of me laughing.
Stop. It's your decision on how to address the situation. Stop. It's your decision on how to address the situation.
This is so...
Yeah, this
This is
scene
so
is so hard
hard.
for you because you can't.